Sodor Through the Ages is rated PG-13. It is not exclusively meant for children. It features mild cursing, crude humour, and adult subject matter. Children under the age of 13 should ideally have their parent or guardian close by while watching. Lastly, I do not own the rights to the Thomas & Friends brand, nor am I affiliated with them, but I think that goes without saying.
A gate, of course. They went and added a gate. Zach, help me break this thing down.
Yara,
Zach, please, now is not the time.
My whistle. I've got to find my whistle. We can't leave without it.
They've probably either sold it or melted it down by now. Come on, mate, just hurry up. Zach, no. Zach, come on, we need to leave.
No, my whistle. Where have they put it?
Zach, there's literally more important things right now.
This is important.
Oh my god, can we please just let it go? Zach, look out! Zach.
Yara, Help me. Hey, where are you going? Yara, you two-faced cow, get back here.
There's a way out of here. I should be safe if I just... Ow!
Just steamer. You'll make very fine scrap indeed.
It was springtime on the island of Sodor. The sun was shining, the flowers were in bloom, and all the engines were working as hard as ever. All was right in the world, and things were most ordinary. One night, Gordon was taking a late-night express train to the other railway. Express coming through. He was travelling well, when suddenly, out of the darkness, he could see the lights of another engine approaching. Who's that? The engine soon emerged from the darkness. To Gordon's surprise, it was a diesel engine. Behind it was a train of flatbeds covered in tarps. Gordon thought he could make out the shapes of large machinery underneath them. I wonder what's going on there. The rest of the trip was uneventful. When Gordon arrived back at the big station the following morning, he looked around for the Fat Controller.
Aha, sir, may I speak with you? What's up, Gordon? Last night I was out with the express and I passed a rather strange looking train hauled by a diesel. It seemed to be pulling what looked like some large machinery. I was wondering what that was all about. Well, head office did approve a late night train from Barrow to the ironworks at Killdane. That'll probably be it. I see. Are they having some big renovation job or something? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. They were very vague about the nature of said trains. I've been doing all I can to find out what's been going on. Once I get more information, I'll let you know. Thank you, sir. How unusual. Hello? Yes, can I speak to somebody from British Railways head office, please? Yes, I'll hold. Hello? Hello. Now I'm Sir Charles Topham Hatt, head of the Northwestern region. I was wondering if I could speak to somebody about some strange trains you lot approved to Killdane Ironworks. Oh right, it's you. Didn't you call us 2 days ago about this? Yes, well, my engines are starting to ask questions and I'm unable to give them answers. I'm sorry, your engines are asking questions, Yes? So I would appreciate it if, Charles, with all due respect,
Engines are, well, machines. Why would they be asking you questions? I'm sorry, who are you exactly? You can just call me Mr. B. Look, I can't tell you much more, but we're moving some old equipment over there to be taken care of. Is that a satisfying enough explanation for you? Right. Okay. Cool. Right, we'll talk to you later, Charlie. Cheerio. Wait, hang on. About a week later, James was returning home after taking a goods train to Vickerstown. It was very late, and he was very tired. He had not long passed through Kelstorp Road when he saw a signal set at danger. "We best stop, lad." Ugh, amazing. Then, they saw a man holding a red lamp. James came to a complete stop alongside, and the man spoke to his driver. "Our engine can't get up the hill. Can you give us a push?" "Yeah, okay. It shouldn't be an issue." "Cha, we're just a quarter mile up ahead." James was cross, but he knew he couldn't exactly say no. He puffed ahead to where the train was racing, and was coupled up behind. "Ready?" "Ready." Ugh, it just had to be a diesel, didn't it? James puffed and pushed as hard as he could. It was hard work, but soon the two engines reached the top of the hill. James was switched over onto the other line and pulled over alongside the diesel. "You can carry on from here, I hope?" "Yep, only have to go as far as Killdane, then I'm good to go home." Well, you must be off then. We have enough engines on this railway, mind you." "Yeah, bud, sure." Goodbye. What? The following morning, James was telling Gordon, Henry and the Scottish twins about the diesel. "And to think they want us to replace us with those that can only do their own jobs properly?" Here, tell me about it." "The new diesel for the express broke down the other week. One of the goods engines had to take over." Where was he going anyway? It's unusual for trains from the other railway to be coming in so late. Killdane, I think. I don't know what he was carrying though. It was all covered in tarps. Although I swear I heard a voice coming from underneath one of them. "I saw that train too, last week. I asked the VAT controller about it, but he wasn't sure. Apparently, head office were very vague about the details of those trains." "Surely it's just a bunch of old iron. That place has a habit of buying old machinery, then melting it down." "Old machinery that can talk here." "Did that place ever scrap engines, as far as you lot know?" Well, sort of. Old engines were sometimes sent there to be melted down, but they were always long gone by then. They never scrapped full working engines as far as I'm aware of. But times can change. What are you saying, Douglas? Do you lot remember what I told you about what's happening over there? You don't think? Surely the VAT controller would never allow it. But he wouldn't even know. We need to get everyone here. Today. Indignation meeting? Indignation meeting. Spread the word to everyone. The news spread up the line, and soon almost everyone had heard about the meeting. That evening, Thomas pulled into Farquhar with his last train of the day. Percy was there, waiting for him so they could head to Tidmouth together. "Hi Thomas, you ready?" "Yes, just let me shunt Annie and Clarabelle away, and we'll be off." "Off to where?" "Oh, we're going to the indignation meeting at Tidmouth. Gordon's going off on one again, and I want to see this." "Indignation meeting? I've not heard anything about this." "Well, why don't you come too?" "Yeah, I mean, you're a part of this railway after all." "Oh, well, alright." "Are you coming too, Toby?" "What, to listen to those big engines who act like they know everything?" "I'll pass for today." "Fair enough." And so with that, Thomas, Percy and Daisy headed off to the meeting. At the sheds, the big engines were whooshing around the turntable, noisily chatting amongst themselves. This could be huge. We need to prepare for the worst case scenario.
Right, I just don't see why I'm here.
You are a Fat Controller's engine, are you not?
Yeah.
Soon, Thomas, Percy and Daisy arrived. An eerie silence followed them. Everyone stopped talking and stared at the three engines. Well, don't stop on our account. Why did you bring them? Excuse me, I think you'll find this is Stamies only. Oh, not this again. Look, Daisy is mine and Percy's friend, and she's a part of this railway, like any of you. Very well, little Thomas. I suppose she can stay. I'm not sure if I want to now. Look, recently, strange goings-on have been occurring around the smelter's yard at Killdane, receiving long goods trains in the middle of the night, being very secretive with the Fat Controller on the nature of these trains, not to mention voices being heard from the cargo.
That's a bit odd and all, but surely it's not anything that deep, right?
That is possible, Maddison, but why be so secretive? Douglas has his own theory. Aye, you see, on the other railway, steam is coming to an end, and now when an engine breaks down, they didn't get repaired, they get sold for scrap.
What? Why?
To make room for diesel engines. Trust me, I've seen this all before. Back in the States, stuff like this was happening all the time.
Well, in my opinion, from the sounds of things, I think you lot are being paranoid.
Pah, you would say that.
I'm going to ignore that one. Now, I can understand what's happening back in Britain must be very scary for all of you, but that doesn't mean...
Do you really understand?
Hey, wow, I don't like you. If this really is going on, wouldn't we all know about it? I mean, the Fat Controller would never allow it to be new.
That's the problem, Edward. He doesn't know. Nobody seems to. We must get to the bottom of this, and fast. Does anyone have any ideas? Why don't you just go look for yourselves? Excuse me? You could just go over there, have a look around, and if you find nothing, you can just go home. Simple. It's a bit of an out there idea. I mean, we'll probably have to break in or something.
Oh, a break-in. I've always wanted to be a part of a good old break-in.
We must find out what's happening, whatever it takes.
Everyone, please, let's be sensible about this. Do you honestly think that this is a good idea?
If we do this, we'll look rather silly if there's nothing there. But while if there is something there, he's right, we need to see for ourselves. Very well. Who's willing to go to the ironworks and see what's happening over there?
Come on, you know I'm up for it.
Me and Donnie are in. I suppose I'll come too. Percy, you want in?
Oh, well, sure. Okay, Thomas.
I'll come too. Are you sure?
If only to prove to you, Lord, that this whole thing is ridiculous.
Wow, look at Daisy, a part of the squad. Preparations were soon made, and a plan of action was decided. However, the following evening, Percy and Daisy got some bad news.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it, guys.
Why? I've got to take a train later tonight. Toby and Ethan can't cover for me, and I don't really trust the new diesel up at the quarry. I think I'm going to have to skip this one out.
Oh, Thomas, the only reason why I was going was because you were going.
Yeah, I know, Percy. I'm sorry.
Gordon won't like this, you know.
Oh no, what can you do, eh? Later that night, the 6 engines were all getting ready for their journey. Right, seeing as Thomas has bailed, let's go over the new plan. Maddison, Douglas and I will take the main entrance. Percy, Donald and Daisy will enter through the back. Are we all on the same page? Aye, Gordon.
Yes, Gordon.
Let's do this! not sure about this. Leaving my brother and young Percy with that diesel, I'm sure they'll be fine. Now, let's just focus on getting in. You mean you didn't have a plan? Oh no, I've got a view. First, we could just wait for that goods train to arrive and then sneak in after it. Or we could go back to Killdane, fetch some trucks, and claim we're making a late night delivery. Oh, we could do this! I like your friend, Gordon. Where have you been hiding her? So, what are we looking for? We need to be quiet, Maddison. Oh, come on, Gordy. Why don't you just chill out? No way. Douglas, wait. Hello. It's nice to see another steam engine working again. I only wish it was under better circumstances. Here, let me help you out. That would be nice, but I think that time has long since passed. It was nice to see you though. I'm happy to know that some of us are still safe. Well, I don't see any scrap engines around. I told you that you're worrying over nothing. We've only just arrived at Diesel. We need to go deeper into the workings to find what we're looking for. I'm not really sure about this, you two. I don't like this. I think we should go back. Don't worry, Percy. There's literally nothing to worry about. Wait, do you guys hear that? Boys, look out! What was that? Oh no, you don't! Douglas, for God's sake, what are you two doing? We need to help them. We need to help all of them. Mate, come on. You come on. Douglas, they're already gone. I can't believe this. They've been sending old engines here. At least what's left of them anyway. In mass too. How can the Fat Controller just let this go on? He doesn't seem to know. How? Oh no. This was meant to be my fresh start. I came here to get away from all this. And it just followed me here. The bastards. Gordy, we need to get him out of here. No, I cannot leave without Donald. Where is he? What was that? Donald. He must need help. Come on. Where do you think you're going? Where? Who are you? Our names are not important, but you can just call us the Grim Messengers of Doom. We have a job to do here, and you lot are trespassing, so we'll give you a choice. Leave, or there'll be consequences. Our friends are inside that shed. What is happening in there? Oh, well, I'm sorry. Once you're in there, it's over. Get out of our way. Yeah, you heard him. Oh well, I'm afraid we can't do that. Donald, look out! Hey! Donny, what's happening? Oi, who do you lot think you are? Doggy! Hey! No! Who do you think you're speaking to?
Why don't you shut the fuck?
Everyone, stop!
Look, perhaps I was wrong. This place is horrific. But this is insane. You two shunters, you let us go. All of us. You let us all go. We'll go home and we won't ever return here.
Wait a second. Why didn't you lot just say that you was with a diesel? What?
Heh. That certainly changes things. What? Now, why don't you lot take your leave? We have a mess to clear up.
Pah! You expect us to just go after what's happened? Oh, for goodness sake, you're off the track, mate.
Doggy, please, I just want to go home.
We got what we came for. Let's just leave.
But
Right. Oi! What in the name of Christ is going on here?
Right. Myself, Percy and Daisy will head back to Tidmouth. Maddison, can you take the twins to the works?
Huh? Oh, right. Actually, can I take them, Gordon?
Pah! You.
Douglas, come on. She tried to help me and Percy with that grabber, and she did put a stop to the whole thing. I don't think we have anything to worry about with her. Well, sure. So much for a good old break, eh? I'm sorry. Hello, how are you? Where are the others? What did you lot see? Were the twins right? Oh, it was horrible. There were scrap engines, a huge grabber. It tried to crush me and Donald. I don't think I've seen that many scrap engines before. It was sick. I can't believe it. I helped that diesel and this whole time, eh? How could this be going on our island? Why would the Fat Controller let this happen? I don't know what to think.
We must speak to the Fat Controller at once. Hello.
So what's going on? How could you allow it?
Alright, one at a time, please.
How could you let this happen? How could something this big slip through the cracks?
Is there a way we can stop it? Alright.
It was head office, the ones in charge of all the railways across the nation. You see, I'm sure some of you are already aware of this, but steam engines on the other railway aren't exactly safe now. If they become ill, they aren't repaired. They're put on cold, damp dock sidings, and eventually, men come and cut them up for scrap. This has been going on all over the mainland, and our scrapyards are starting to get overwhelmed with the amount of engines. So, without my consent mind you, head office made a deal with the smelter's yard to bring over the remains of old engines to their site and have them cut up and melted down. They deliberately kept this from me because they knew I would never approve.
When did you find out?
This morning. I received a rather angry phone call from the Ironworks manager about what you lot had been up to. When I asked them why you lot would even be there in the first place, he let it slip. Needless to say, I am beyond disgusted with this manipulative behaviour from head office, and I will be having strong words with them.
So, what happens now? You will be able to stop this, right?
I'll do what I can, Percy, but... well, no promises, okay? You know what head office can be like with matters like these. But there is still light at the end of the tunnel. There are people who wish to help Steam and give them a second home. One such man is Bernard Holden. who has his own branch line in Sussex called the Bluebell Railway, a place that preserves steam engines and keep them in good working order. If they're old or ill, a fitter makes them well again. They have their own colours and all the coal they need. I've been talking to him, and we've been making plans for him to visit our railway this summer, along with the first engine he ever saved.
Oh wow, that's amazing news.
I've never heard of such a railway before.
What a kind man. What's the engine's name, sir?
His name is Stepney, the Bluebell engine. You know, maybe she isn't that bad. I don't know. She did help me, but she's still a diesel, eh? Perhaps we'll come around to her eventually. I don't know, Dougie. Dougie? Yeah, Donald? You ever get the feeling you're missing out on something important? Huh, now that you mention it. Aye. Strange. Okay. Very strange. You heard the news? What news? Apparently some big shot steamer who skipped out on scrapping is coming to give the island a little visit. Huh, is that so? You know, I think, should he ever make his way down here, I think you and me should give him a very, very warm welcome. Oh.